The time right now is 8:15, and we're going to send it out to April again, who is out there in Glendale having fun with a bunch of pets. Hi, April.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Ryan. Yeah, we are having a lot of fun out here. We're at Murphy Park here in historic downtown Glendale, and it's our annual Dog Days of Summer. It's a neat event, and yeah, they have it every year, but this year the focus is shifting a little bit to honor service animals, and I have Officer Chambers here with Glendale Police, and we've got a little demonstration here behind us. While we watch this, tell me first what it is that we're witnessing here.
Basically what we're doing here today is this is Spike. He's our newest dog. He just graduated our Police Canine Academy 2 weeks ago. So he's just basically doing some apprehension drills. If you notice, there's no arms on the decoy or the guy in the suit. Okay. And the reason for that is just to desensitize the dog to just going for arms. We don't train our dogs to go for any particular area when they make an apprehension. Okay. It's just whatever is available. So that's just to build the dog's confidence into just being able to engage a decoy regardless of what he's wearing.
It's a powerful thing to watch, because if I'm a criminal, I don't want to mess with that.
Correct. and just so everybody knows, if you watch the dog, if you see his tail's wagging. Yeah. He's not doing this out of aggression at all. Yeah. He's doing it for fun, and it's just basically through the operant conditioning of learning. Everything's toy-based, so it's just like getting a reward. Yeah. So he learns to make the apprehension, and then you see the toy in his mouth. That's his reward or his paycheck, if you will. And
you guys lost a canine recently. How important are these dogs to your job?
Well, they're very important. It's a sad thing, but what happens is the dogs are there to protect us. If we didn't have that situation come about last time, I might not be here doing this interview with you.
So very important. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. All right, you know what? Dogs are important to a lot of service organizations. We're going to talk to a couple more in just a moment. Right now, I want to talk about your weekend weather forecast. If you're headed out here to Glendale this morning, you know, it's actually pretty pleasant out here. The humidity is not too bad. And by midday today, we're talking about a temperature near about 99 in Scottsdale, 100 by midday in Glendale, and 99 in Tempe, warming it up. And likely we're going to stay quiet today. Litchfield Park right around 101 degrees. No storms, definitely quiet this morning. Doppler 360 showing not much going on, but your satellite and radar shows we've still got enough monsoon moisture over the state to lead to some isolated storms. In the valley, though, and in the deserts of the state, it's going to be pretty slim chances over the next couple of days. Our high pressure's shifted a little bit further off to the east, so our storm chances are a little bit more limited to the eastern portions of the state. Your futurecast for this afternoon, we're talking about a temperature of about 106 for Surprise. Here in Glendale, you're going to top out near about 107, 109 for Avondale, and 107 for Ahwatukee, 106 for Scottsdale today. In the East Valley, Tempe, you're going to warm it up to 107. 106 today for Gilbert, and 105 for Chandler and Tempe. Your 3-day forecast shows, boy, tomorrow's going to be a hot one. We're talking about a high tomorrow of 109 degrees, and a little bit cooler as we start next week. That's close to average for this time of year, about 105. And again, it's just a slight chance for valley storms the next couple of days. We're heading into a little bit quieter weather pattern. All right, really quickly, I want to share with you some of the other organizations that find service dogs very helpful. We've got the American Red Cross. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Brian Gomez, and we're out here today just telling people about our partnerships with the Humane Society and Animals in Disaster. And, you know, if you have a wildfire, if you have a home fire, we have a place for your pet.
Okay. Well, obviously, we've seen that used a lot of times here in Arizona with our wildfires.
Yeah, and it's something, you know, with the Dose fire and then the Yarnell Hill fire, you know, we had dozens and dozens of pets in Prescott and Wickenburg. You know, pets can't come into our shelters, but they're right next door, and we want people to take their pets if they have to evacuate.
That's great. What an invaluable service. Thank you so much for being here. And Soldier's Best Friend, tell us about that.
Hi, I'm Ada Shaneyfeld. I'm a volunteer with Soldier's Best Friend. Basically what we do is we provide at no cost to the veteran that's been diagnosed with PTSD and or traumatic brain injury. The veteran is paired with a dog, most likely rescued from a local shelter, and they train together so that the dog can become their service dog for whatever their specific needs are. And it's absolutely no cost to the veteran.
Wow, that's an amazing. Who knew that there were this many great things going on around here? Now, thank you for sharing that with us and for coming out and telling us what you do. Thank you from Luke Air Force Base. Good morning.
Good morning.
Introduce yourself and your friend here.
My name is Staff Sergeant Wax, and my Staff Sergeant Thompson, and this is MWD Wax.
Okay. And tell us the role that dogs play for you.
Wax and I, we just recently returned from Afghanistan. Our main mission downrange is to find IEDs. IEDs are improvised explosive devices, which are bombs that the Taliban put out to harm the soldiers. So our job is to go out in front, search for these IEDs, and make sure the soldiers come home safe.
Wow. So you both have done some traveling?
Yes, we've just recently returned May 28th from Afghanistan.
Wow. Well, welcome home. Thank you both for all that you do.
Thank you.
All right. We have one more, but we were being told we're out of time. So I think I'm going to save this if you can stick around for our next segment, because Lynette and Topaz here have an amazing story and an amazing resource that they provide to our community that, again, I had never heard about. So coming up in our next segment, we're going to talk to them, and you're going to want to stick around to hear their story.
Yes.
For now, we'll send it back to you.
We will always make time for them. Thank you very much, April. Still ahead here on Good Morning Arizona, we're talking about top consumer complaints. Now, we've all been there, where we take our consumer anger out on the companies